Good morning, Foresters. I'm Anthony D'Antono.
And I'm Josh Doyle.
Miss Sino, Jeremy is here. Anyway, it's Friday, December 7th, day 4. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for our alma mater. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Years ago, on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, everything seemed fine in Pearl Harbor, a naval base positioned in Hawaii. That is, until hundreds of Japanese fighter planes came raining down from the skies and destroyed nearly 20 American naval vessels, including 8 battleships and over 300 airplanes. Over 2,000 lives were lost on the account of the attack and another 1,000 were left injured. This attack resulted in America's attack on Japan, or in other words, World War II.
On December 7th, 1941, the world changed.
Very quickly you realized that this was a normal situation. The Japanese was attacked in Pearl Harbor.
The air was filled with all kinds of smoke and debris. The noise was unbearable.
The planes were so thick, looked like they might fly into one another even.
The Japanese had everything planned. They were after the battleships and the aircraft, and that's what they got.
There was a total of 44 torpedoes dropped that morning. Inside of 20 minutes, the Oklahoma was over on her side.
We took the sight cap off the periscope. Bam! There went the Arizona.
The second attack was an hour and 15 minutes later of 167 aircraft. It was a sight I'll never forget. I watched the Arizona, the West Virginia, the Tennessee, the Nevada, California, Utah, all engulfed in smoke and flames and all sinking.
It was chaotic. Guys hollered for their lives.
Oil from the destroyer came on top of the water, caught fire, so it had flames all around us.
The fire from the Arizona was so intense. These guys that fell over came up, got the film on their bodies, were like human torches.
The fireball went about 800 feet in the air and just enveloped us. I got burned over about 65% or 70% of my body.
We seen men jumping off the ship into boiling oil and water, trying to make it to the beach.
There was a body in the water. When I pulled the guy's arm, it came off. Well, of course, that scared the living daylights out of me.
I saw these bodies lying around. So the first one, I turned him over, and the back of his head was missing. I wasn't prepared for that.
I still, to this day, have memories of those bodies we pulled out of the bay, but all of them was oil soaked, and it left a real bad memory.
Tears came to my eyes because of the destruction of the ships and more important, the lives that were lost.
This December the 7th, we will be celebrating our 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor.
For the 75th, this will be a biggie. I didn't think I'd be around. I figured I was on borrowed time from December 7th on.
I feel very fortunate to survive Pearl Harbor. So many guys didn't.
I got tears
even when I think about it, because there were a lot of them that didn't make it.
And I realize we represent others who can't make it. We're the few that's left.
There's not very many Pearl Harbor survivors left that can tell that horrible story of that particular day.
This will probably be the last big celebration. Most of us will probably be gone.
I'm serving the people that died already by telling the people what they did, what they died for.
I can still see the planes coming across. I can still see the battleships blowing up. I think it'll remain with me to the day I die.
There's so much anger when you're under attack. I feel differently in that I've forgiven everybody that was involved on both sides of the war.
I hated them because it was nonsense for them to do the things they did. But things happen, you can't do nothing about them. They already passed and gone.
I was kind of angry with them at first, but you know, it's been so many years since that happened. I'm not angry no more at anybody.
I just like to shake hands and make friends and be friends with one another. Just want peace.
Were enemies once, best friends now. I think about the future. I don't think about what happened in the past. You can't change what's happened. I'm not fighting the war now. I'm thinking about the future.
There will be an important Envirothon meeting on December 11th at 7:45 in Miss Zevan's room.
Sign up to attend the first science seminar on Monday, December 17th during period 9. The science department will be welcoming Wayne County Coroner Mr. Howell. He will be here to speak with students regarding forensics, political careers, and mortuary science. If you're interested in attending this interactive period 9 session, please sign up with your science teacher.
It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's time for some famous Forester shoutouts.
Shout out to Sage Bilko, Amber Grunwald, and Kaylee Carter for being responsible and great role models for their class.
Shout out to Miss Stefanoff for joining the girls basketball team.
Shout out to Wally Debish for joining the Cowboys fan squad.
Shout out to Libby Cobb for her newly found persistence in accounting class.
Shout out to Jordan Coles, Emily Kelleher, and Katie Nebzadowski for being FBLA leaders this week.
Shout out to Hannah Silvakanich, sorry about that, and Claire Urbis for their help making sugar cookies.
Shout out to the cheerleaders, student council members, and SAD members, along with the advisors and coaches for making Saturday's event a huge success for our community.
Shout out to all the homerooms who collected food for the Thanksgiving Feed a Fred campaign. This year, with your help, Student Council is able to feed 70 families in our district. The top 3 homerooms with the most points are as follows. Third place with 47 points, Mrs. Nebzadowski's homeroom. Second place with 66 points, Mr. Graziano's homeroom. And the first place homeroom, and who will get a complimentary breakfast on Student Council with 72 points, Mr. Monahan's room. Thanks again to all who donated and helped make Feed a Friend a huge success.
Shout out to Lucas O'Neill for giving Keanu a ride to school on this cold morning.
Miss Borowski and Miss Dupont want to send a shout out to Josh Russo on his birthday. Happy birthday, Josh.
And finally...
I'm not saying it. Everyone, you could all say it, but I'm not saying it, so just go ahead.
Shout out to Finn!
Whatever. Anyway, it's time to see what Keanu has in store for the weather. Good morning, Kay. What's it looking like?
Hey, what's up? Thank you two for bringing me here. It's a beautiful, clear morning day, everyone. Let's take a look at the live radar before we're late for class. It's a quiet day with temperatures into the 20s to low 30s. Tomorrow and Sunday is a great, dry, partly sunny weekend with temperatures barely poking out into the 30s. Luckily, an ugly storm will slide out to our south through Sunday. Or not us, sorry. Thank you. Next week, more dry weather coming in through Wednesday with temperatures into the 30s to low mid-40s, and we're still keeping an eye on that possible storm next weekend. But for now, enjoy this beautiful dry weather, have a great weekend, get to class fast.
Thanks, Keanu. Students, just a reminder, please remove all hats and hoods upon arrival.
Today's lunch is New York style or buffalo pizza, garden salad with dressing, California blend, veggies, craisins, and apple slices.
For today's quote, generosity is giving more than you can, and pride is taking less than you need.
We leave you now with John Lennon's Imagine. Lennon was murdered on December 8th, 1980 by Mark David Chapman.
Enjoy your weekend, everybody.